Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It's Tuesday morning. It's April 1st, and it is exactly 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, I got a lot to say. I really do. I'm going to start off with something that's very irksome to me. And it bothers me to no end, and people just don't seem to get it. They don't seem. And let me pause because I'm going to get riled up. They don't get it because they don't want to get it. They don't get it because uh, of privilege. Bottom line, privilege. And failing to recognize which way the wind in this country blows. And I don't care how intellectual you want to get, how understanding and empathetic you want to get. Keep all that. And I mean that. And I'm standing flat footed on that. Keep all that. Now, I got accused of being divisive and all this madness about reverse racism. And, I just want people to understand, when you get that kind of blowback, those are the folks that you need to worry about. Those are the folks who fail to recognize their sense of privilege and are basically saying you have a place and you need to stay in your place. And I don't care what color you are. If you're reaping the benefits of privilege, the fear of somebody having a freedom that may encroach on your privilege upsets you. Now, I just want you to recognize it and understand how you reap the benefits from it. Now, my statement was, I wish that black folks who are rather well-to-do or affluent, if you will, would get together and create a newscast for us and by us. And by that I meant, educate folks on the aspects of politics and entrepreneurship and all the other aspects of life that other folks seem to enjoy. That we are, and by we I mean people of color, are woefully uneducated about and in. And people took that and ran with it. Do what you do with my information. It's out there. I put it out there. But don't accuse me of something if you don't know me or you have never had a conversation with me. And I'm sick of keyboard gangsters. And I need to put that out there as well. So that being said, these are the things that caught my eye in the month of March that have garnered my ire and my anger and my frustration. One instance where, I was interacting with someone and I was being very, I won't say short on purpose, because I knew what they were doing. And a male Karen stepped in, and this person's background is they have to be liked. In all circumstances, they have to be liked, or they have to have an outcome, where they come out looking favorable. And they interjected in a conversation I was having. Then they got upset when I checked them on it. Now, I want you to pay attention to why I call this person a male Karen, because that is a classic Karen behavior. You're more concerned about someone being angry and upset with you. Their response to your action as opposed to your action, and you want to play the victim. That's a Karen move. Straight up. I knew that the potential was there, but I didn't expect you know, the full histrionics that go with it. You know, as opposed to, hey, I know I was out of line. So the subsequent conversation to this incident is stay in your lane. Bottom line, that's my subsequent follow-up, stay in your lane. I've shared enough with you. And again, everything has to work out in your favor. Everything has to be beneficial to you, and you have to be seen in a good light at all times. I'm not one to stroke your ego, validate your feelings, bolster your self-esteem. Whatever that is that you require, that's not my role. The first word in self-esteem is self. Do the work. Do your work. Bottom line. That's it, and that's all. Now, the comment I made to this person was, you don't get to complain to me about bad behavior when you co-signed it. And how and why you co-signed it. Now, this is just me talking now. How and why you co-signed it is your privilege. But you don't want to acknowledge that as the underlying cause. Bottom line, and that, like I said, I'm going to stand on that. I'm done. I'm done educating people about certain things when you want to present as enlightened, as opposed to asking questions or about, minding your business. And I think that's what upsets people of color more than anything, minding your business. A lot of folks want to step in and rescue you from yourself. That is a colonization mindset. I know more about certain things than you do, so I'm going to save you from yourself. Preventing the consequences of behaviors also stunts people's growth. Boom, done on that subject. The next subject that irritates me to no end is, I'm going to talk about an incident and the responses to the incident. I'm pretty much laughing about it. And, the shakedown tactics of a recognized person in theological circles. And it was a shakedown, bottom line. And, people want to get out of the situation and then murmur about it, as opposed to addressing the situation, for the folks who were present. Now, somebody did record the incident, so, it is factual because the recording is online. This particular person, as opposed to saying, hey, I was not a good steward of my finances, I messed up, I need help, I need support, they went on, I want to say, a rant, so to speak, and I don't understand why they're not facing charges. Because this individual ordered people to be locked into the sanctuary until they gave up X number of dollars. So you guys might know who I'm talking about, but to order somebody to be locked in and to demand money, that's extortion. You know, there's some serious charges there. And the incident is recorded. Bruh, step away. Step away. First, acknowledge that you made a mistake. You know, second, say you were a poor steward. We all go there. But thirdly, and most importantly, step away. Because that's how you're going to be known. Your ministry is not going to be known for anything else. People are going to hold on to that and hold that against you. Now, I know all sin and fall short. Don't let that stop your gift, because you are gifted, you are anointed. But step away from interactions with people who are only going to see that. You know, I pray that this sinks in. You know, when you mess up, take ownership. Take accountability. And take time to heal whatever the problem is. Those are my issues for right now. I don't know why people want to monetize the word and the gospel, and get that confused with, you know, ministry. It's time to wake up and walk it like we talk it.